Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi again. After talking about the two interrelated market in an open economy, as well as finding its long-run equilibrium in the first presentation, in this presentation, we'll be talking a little bit about some events or situations that could affect the equilibrium. We have four cases to discuss. First is when the budget surplus condition occurs. Understanding the impact of this condition, of course, when the opposite occurs, that is the budget deficit, you should be able to do the evaluation too. The second condition is when there is an export subsidy. Similarly, if you can also evaluate if the restriction in import instead as the case. And then the impact of capital flight condition is also interesting to evaluate in the context of long-run equilibrium of the economy. Lastly, we have a short discussion when there is interest rate discrepancy between local and foreign interest rate. With budget surplus, public saving will increase and accordingly will also increase national saving. The increase in saving then shift the supply curve of loanable funds to the right from S to S prime. As a consequence, we have the second condition, which is the new and lower level of real interest rate equilibrium at R2. At lower interest rate, both domestic investment and NCO will increase. In the second diagram, the condition of lower interest rate and higher NCO is shown. It is condition of number 3. Then with more NCO, we get the fourth condition, which is the situation in the last diagram. More NCO leads to the shifting of supply of rupiah to the right to SRP prime, resulting in lower rate of real exchange rate equilibrium at E2, which is our last condition in this situation. So what's the conclusion? With government budget surplus, we have lower equilibrium real interest rate. That's one thing. And secondly, we have more domestic investment, more net capital outflow, more quantity of rupiah in the market. And lastly, we have lower real exchange rate equilibrium. How about the second case? Suppose now government provides subsidy for CPO export. And here the process will be shorter than before because of the export subsidy, as we can observe from the blue diagram. Net export will increase, leading to the shift of the demand curve to the right to DRP prime, and it results in higher real exchange rate to E2. But look, net export remain the same. So no change to NCO nor to the market for loanable funds. So it will stop here. It will only, so the export subsidy will only change the equilibrium real exchange rate. Now the third case, let's see if there is, for instance, political instability resulting in capital flight. What will be the impact of the capital flight? First, let's take a look at the white diagram. Because of the capital flight, there will be an increase in net capital outflow, shifting the net capital outflow diagram, so the curve, to NCO prime. And with more NCO, look at the green diagram now, there will be an increase in demand for loanable funds, shifting the demand to DLF prime. And as a result, equilibrium real interest rate increases to R2, which leads to the increase in domestic investment equilibrium and NCO. And then again, at the same time, with more NCO, it will be reflected in the blue diagram with the increase in supply of rupiah. As we can observe, there will be a shifting of rupiah, supply of rupiah to SRP prime. And at the end, we have a lower equilibrium real exchange rate at E2. So because of the capital flight, we can summarize the real interest rate equilibrium is now higher. And then domestic investment as well as the net capital outflow will be higher too. And lastly, we have lower real exchange rate equilibrium. And lastly, this is when, for instance, real interest rate of the counterpart economy abroad increases. Higher real interest rate abroad makes foreign assets more attractive, thus increasing net capital outflow. Afterward, the process continues exactly like in the previous capital flight case. Real interest rate increases to R2, domestic investment and NCO increase too, and real exchange rate equilibrium will be depreciated or lower. Okay, that's all from me now. Hope you understand all the basic concept of the open economy. See you in the next presentation and the next topic in basic macroeconomics. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.